Now graphics. Now the graphics, like I said before, and I'm saying like I said before a lot, because I generally, when I start talking anytime, I'll generally go on, on and sometimes, I'll divert, I won't really change the subject, like I was doing with, before with the whole, talking about the gameplay. I kept on talking about story and the graphics more than I did. Well, now I'll say what I think about graphics. And I might as well just say, you know, about all Metal Gears, all Metal Gears, all Metal Gear Solids, all that stuff with the whole graphics. I can only say one simple thing. Ahead of its time, Metal Gear Solid 4 was like, I still think it looks particularly the best, looking game on the PS3 right now, as of 2012. Um, that's my opinion. It's just so easy on the eyes. Everything fits so well. I mean, it doesn't have to have the best graphics, but if I had to put up, if I had to put up with graphics like, you know, what Rising looks like now. I mean, I like Rising. I want to get it. I am going to review it if this whole thing hits off. And I know my reviews are going to be a little bit longer. Uh, Damn it, I'm doing it again. Um, yeah. Okay. Well, I'll I'll review Ground Zeroes when it comes out, and whenever it comes out. I don't know how long it will take, and I'll do any Metal Gear game that comes out. And basically the graphics. I know the graphics in every single Metal Gear was ahead of its time. Like Metal Gear Solid 2 released in I think it was 2001, and it was about 2 years. I think it was 2 years or 1 year um, after they stopped making PlayStation One games, and the graphics were amazing in Metal Gear Solid 2. They're just absolutely brilliant. With Metal Gear Solid 3, that was a step up. That was like amazing. Like a lot of the textures weren't necessarily polished. Like you know, not everything was polished, but everything was so perfect. Like the way characters moved, all that stuff. You know, like well, that isn't more or less the graphics, but the graphics made it look really good. Yeah, I talked about Metal Gear Solid 4. Okay, Metal Gear Solid 4, um, I already said that it's like, you know, it still looks the best on the PS3 to me. Um, I think the probably the worst graphical moment for Metal Gear Solid 4 was probably the bit where you're controlling Metal Gear Rex, I think it is. And that even though that was awesome, you get to have a fight with Rex, and you get I mean you are Rex, and you get to have a fight with Metal Gear Ray, and that was just amazing. I was actually shocked that they did that. I love the idea of controlling you know Metal Gears, since you are facing them, you are destroying them in Metal Gear Solid 1 and Metal Gear Solid 2. And, I mean, you're destroying the Shago Hod, but that's more or less like, simple, you know, like simplified Metal Gear. Um, not completely bipedal, with Metal Gear Solid 4, that friggin' fight scene was just amazing. Getting to control it and all that stuff. That was one of the standout moments for any Metal Gear game. You are what you was fighting, in the previous Metal Gears. And also, talking about fight scenes, the fight scene in Metal Gear Solid 4 at the end when you face Liquid Ocelot, it was just like amazing. Like I love martial arts, like I've said. The kung fu, I love kung fu movies. I love, you know, I've seen almost all of them. To be honest, I just love Asian movies. All that stuff. Anything from Asia, I just love it. It's like, partly, that Metal Gear Solid was the thing that got me into Japanese things because it was so Japanese. It had robots, all that stuff. I mean, well, wasn't that Japanese, but it was awesome, and it drove me to watch, all sorts of things like, it wasn't, Metal Gear Solid wasn't much of, samurai thing, but, you know, thanks to liking Asian things, I started liking Zatoichi, and Zatoichi is one of my favorite samurai series ever. Um, I have a lot of tastes and a lot of different things, but yeah, I've got sidetracked there. Metal Gear Solid One graphics, you know, I I talked about. Yeah, they're just brilliant. Um, so far, I've covered story and gameplay, and graphics now. So basically, I'm gonna move on to sound, but I just have to say something. Um, I Metal Gear, you know, everything. Like so far, I haven't seen my ratings for story, gameplay, and graphics. Well, they all tend to me for Metal Gear Solid One. But okay, I'm gonna go on to sound now. I said that before. So, um, yeah, sound is actually one of the top things I like. This is why the movie is solid. The music, like I get tingles down my spine when I listen to any theme song, anything from any Metal Gear in the series. Like, it kind of takes me back to the game. When I'm just like I'll use my PlayStation Vita to carry all my music, and I have like Snake Eater, Call into the Night, and all that stuff. Every one of those songs, like I can just put on, before I go to sleep, and it kind of reminds me of the game. Like it fits so well. Like the composer is absolutely brilliant. At what he does. I mean, they did change the composer, the sound designer, and all that stuff. I think it was for Metal Gear Solid um, 4 they did change, and I don't know how many times it changed to be honest, but all I can say is the sound is absolutely brilliant. Like I was listening to the whole podcast thing, um, the integral podcast on Metal Gear Solid 4, and they were saying a lot of things about Metal Gear Solid 1 and the sound from Metal Gear Solid 4, and they were talking about some like background noises, like you would hear like uh the game when you start off Metal Gear Solid 4, you you hear the war noises, and they exampled that in the Integral podcast. I think it was the last Integral podcast that they made, and it had the sound designer on it, and he was talking about this. I think it's absolutely amazing because apparently, what they said was it's never been used in another game or something like that. but it makes the game so surround. It's like you're actually there. So it's really really good. It, it's just yeah, the sound is amazing. So I definitely rank that up to a 10. Every point of Metal Gear, I just love. Like you know, so I give them all a 10. The overall a 10. And I just have to say, I'm gonna review Metal Gear Solid 2. I don't care if you don't watch it. I'm just gonna put it up on YouTube. It doesn't matter. If anybody hates on this, I don't care. But forever, um, everyone who does actually, watch through the whole thing because I know it's going to be a long as hell thing, a long as hell review. I wanted to cover a lot of things. Like I shouldn't have really talked about maybe Solid 2, 3, and 4. Well, I was talking about maybe Solid 1, but I'll try to focus my attention on Metal Gear Solid 2 when I speak about it, and you know, but just so you know, I didn't necessarily go through the whole thing. That's what I remember, Metal Gear Solid 1 being like, and I prefer actually, to be honest, I prefer not to play it right now, but I will, and I will upload a second part because this is going on for way too long. Um, I'll upload a second part, and I'm hoping I can put in some gameplay. Think me playing the game. It depends. So yeah, I'll speak about it in my next thing. Uh, you know, I'll play Metal Gear Solid 1 for you guys, and I'll see if any of my opinion has changed. Like, if I don't rate it a 10 out of 10, then, it doesn't matter. I mean, Metal Gear is my favourite game. I've said that 1,000 times already. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Sorry for my really, really weird accent and annoying voice. If any of you find it annoying, that's fine. I don't care. But if anyone can put up with it, you'll know the true feelings of a really, really, really huge Metal Gear fan. Yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.